What's up, ecosystem? Welcome back to ATI Auto Business. It's Thursday, noon Central Time. That means it's time for Dispatching Live load board search advice. We got to talk about the load boards again. We don't want to do it. We've been brought here for a reason. I don't know why. But there are problems, and we're going to talk about them. And it's in the community. You know it. Anyways, we're here. Oh, that's right. Before we get started, let's get, what are we doing? Wow. Transactional Rating Balls. That's the name of the show today? Jeez. Oh my God. Wow. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Woke Waiver, please be aware that the views and analysis provided on Dispatching Live relate to the auto transport industry as a whole, and may not relate directly to ATI Auto Business, Auto Transport Intel, any affiliates, advertisers, or audience members. All viewers and participants of this content expressly waive any rights during this live program, whether in voice, chat, comment, video, or audio, and have been advised and encouraged not to say or express any opinion that may relate directly to ATI Auto Business, Auto Transport Intel, any affiliates, advertisers, audience members, or any other company or individual, and should not feel like they have the right to do so. So hey, Sue, how you doing?
I'm a doing. How about you?
Oh, well, you can share the screen when you get a chance. I think we're all just kind of a-doing. It's June 8th, and we're going to talk about seasonal. I'm assuming there's been some seasonal changes?
Well, you mean like as the amount of loads we have listed? Let me get to
Sure.
that
Yeah.
page.
Since this is auto transport and you can do whatever you want, sure, we might talk about auto transport.
Sure. Let's
Sure.
see.
By the way, what's going on? Douglas is here. Let's go. Sue is here. We love you, Sue. Oh, Super Dispatch. Hey, Super
Hey,
Support
guys.
is here. What's going on? DDD,
Okay.
what's happening? Cool. That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Please do say hello. Your voice matters. And that's really what this show, again, is all about. Your voice matters. So let's check in with...
So let's talk about first, I guess, the load board, how much loads are on there.
Sure, that's a great place to start.
All right.
Thank you.
So we have 39,818 loads. Last week we had 44,368. So we've gone down, not quite 5,000, but close.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a huge
That
jump.
sounds like a seasonal change.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah. And how was booking last week?
Booking was good last week.
How's
This
it
week,
now?
not so much.
Not so much. Okay. So that's a reflection of the 5K down.
Probably a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, we're getting out of snowbird season. We're getting out of all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so it's going to affect that because a lot of those loads are snowbird out of that 40,000. And it's almost at the end of it, and we're probably almost completely out actually. But I don't know. Anybody got any comments? Anybody's down in Florida?
Well, I just understood Douglas is referencing the hot mess from last week, right? Hot mess. Speaking of Florida, is Florida a hot mess? Maybe that's how we'll work it in. Today's Florida hot mess news. No?
Let's see here.
Let's get this straight.
One of the things I think we should look then, if we want to talk about Florida, I can look really quick. But
Yeah. Let's talk
let's
about
just put it
Florida.
in. Let's see how many loads are out of Florida. Let's just do Florida, the state. We're gonna go to all.
Are you getting more
And
used to the search functions?
oh yeah, we're past that part of it.
Oh, good.
Thank God.
Oh,
I mean,
thank
it's
God. That
it's
was
a
horrible.
learning curve for
Everybody
sure.
hated. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
content 5 months ago was painful.
yeah. Now we're dealing with the ratings.
Somebody's
that
like, what
we're
do you mean
gonna
5
talk about.
months ago? But ding, Okay.
So I put up just Florida to all. Let me make sure I didn't put in a minimum amount. I did not. I have it up for the next 3 days. It has got 7,690 loads. So yes, it has gone down considerably from what we were at.
Ah.
So the
Okay,
next
so you
thing,
think Snowbird's over?
It's close. This is
Close,
what I
yeah.
want to do now. I'm gonna
Mm.
change it to like 0.6. Let's see how many loads we have.
Oh, oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, you just raised the minimum rate per
I
mile
raised the
filter,
minimum
and
so
we
I could
lost.
see 2,000.
Mm,
So that's 60 cents a mile. And if you notice, a lot of these are local loads. So yeah, I think we're
right.
coming out of it. Let's change
Wow.
it to 7.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, you made quick work of that.
All right, 70 brings us down just down to 3,900.
By the way, stick around. We have the cheapest Rolls Royce posting coming
Oh
up.
yeah, I know. That's crazy.
I know.
Um, I mean, yeah, I would say looking at this, most of the snowbird stuff is gone. It looks like there's a little bit still on here, but I think that time has passed or just about to. I had a
Yeah.
driver there on Tuesday, and he had to go back up to New York and New Jersey, and he was in Jacksonville, and we had we had three really good ones for ACV, two that paid they had them on there for 700. I got them up to 850 on both of them. And then they had an Audi on there that they would not come up on the price, but it was for 790, and we tried to go pick it up, and guess what happened? They gave it to somebody else before we got there.
I have said this, and that's funny because I was just writing carrier fundamentals. We're going to do some carrier fundamentals. Okay, pro tip. If you tell, I said this is in my basic dispatcher training series.
Hmm.
Sirs, from like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey. And I said this. If you tell somebody to raise the rate, they're so embarrassed by the truth, they don't give it back to you. They won't call you. If you shame somebody into putting more money into it, you won't get it.
No. And here's the
It's
thing,
crazy. Thanks. I'm so glad I
Vance
could help.
asked me today
Well, how do
too.
you think I got so jaded? God.
There you go. And Vance asked me today, he said, why do we have all these brokers calling us and asking us to take their loads? And I said, it's probably because they're too cheap. And they're sitting there on the board and can't move.
Hmm. I won't even say anything. There's nothing
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
So, what's
So,
it? Carrier fundamentals. Before we, if we have a route scout, let's
mhm.
do carrier fundamentals for a second. Because Ty was like, hey, yeah, I had a couple people say, where's some of that basic information you guys used to give?
Yeah.
Um, let's look at the load board and point out some carrier, like dispatching fundamentals. Um, do we see anything like I don't know? I've lost my will to advise.
All right. So I'll just go back to the regular search engine with all, and then we can
Yeah.
kind of scroll through it and see what's on here. And
Yeah, no, Zeb Frank is coming up. I'm chomping at the bit to get to Zeb Frank. I'm just trying to make some nice content before this place goes crazy. If you haven't left a like yet, please do so. That way we know how many lawyers are in the audience. Okay. Because
So,
I'm telling you, today's show, transactional rating balls. Gee, I wonder what it's about.
oh, I don't think it's about balls, but anyways,
Well, it kind of
well,
is.
kind is, I guess, because that's what I said. I told you they suck balls.
Exactly. Sue named the show, by the way. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah.
Anyways, all right. So I've got up this here. I'm trying to get back on the chat so I can see what's going on, and it won't work. Okay. All right. Now I just changed this to all, right? And I put a
Yeah.
minimum of $300 on there because I know we don't want to deal with the dumb shit. So
Yeah.
let's kind of look through here
It's looking.
now.
Is it looking better, or am I just more used to it?
You mean for the load board itself? I
Yeah.
think you're used to it. I
All
mean, we're
right.
all used to it now. It's been what has it
But you
been
still got to click. You
month
got to
now?
click the carrot to get information. Do you need to click that carrot, or
Yes.
do you have enough?
Nope, we still have to go
What do you
down.
need? You need the order ID.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't call a load without the order ID.
Right. I mean,
Okay.
and they did fix so where we can open up multiple pages at a
Oh,
time at
that's
least.
good.
So
All right, cool.
that's good.
All right.
But it's still you have to click to
It's
find
the whole freaking
information.
page.
Yeah. Pretty well, yeah, because it has big. Once you go through it, then it's that big.
Okay,
And then what's
okay.
even weirder is sometimes, like when you click on the flags to put them over, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It is right now. Sometimes it says we are not allowed to do that. I don't know what glitch is causing that, but something is obviously.
Whatever.
Um, then, so if we're going to talk about what are we exactly talking about?
Hey, why don't you click price compare? This is for kicks.
Okay,
Click price next to general info. Yeah. Let's do this. This is always a good time.
there you go.
All right, okay, who's clicking? Who's clicking this? Brokers, right?
I
I
no,
don't
because
know.
I've had transporters say, well, if you look at the price compare, this one, and I'm like, but that's a totally different vehicle, and I'm sorry, that's not the way this works. You know
Is
what I mean?
this comparable?
No, look, they got 1850, and that's going
Oh, it's in
to
North
Findlay, North
Dakota.
Dakota, right?
Okay,
But then you've
so
got one in Birmingham, but it's an other, so you don't even know what that one was.
bread truck with a
Prattville,
crane.
Minnesota,
Yeah. What
1400
about Prattville? Is that
pickup. Let me
comparable?
look at where this is because I've never heard of this place in Minnesota.
I. Oh yeah, yeah. That's the Minnesota's the drop off. Yeah.
Oh wow. So that's why Fargo is coming up because you can see
Oh
it's
my
almost a
gosh.
Fargo.
1250
Um,
for that? No.
yeah. No, and I believe it's a big
No.
Chevy Express van if I'm
Oh,
not
it's not.
mistaken. Yeah,
Sorry.
it's not even close.
900.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Now I
900?
will
No, wait a
say,
minute.
okay, this one right
No, wait a
here,
minute.
Trustville, that's Chuck.
Yeah.
And Chuck always pays
That's that
like outrageous.
customization place, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So he's
Uh,
customized it and it's going back to the dealer, I think.
well, he sells them to dealers. They get
Yeah.
them and then they upgrade them or whatever, and then he sells them
So
out to the.
1850, that looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, that was great. But like I
Yeah.
said, he pays that. The rest of
Yeah.
these people, and we don't know. See, this is the other thing. You look, it says accepted by carrier. Yes, these are all no. So these never even
Oh,
went.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Click view route for me, will ya? That's interesting. So this really benefits the carrier more? Wow. How shocking.
I don't think it does, but
Oh,
they
okay.
try to use that to
So,
get a broker to come
so,
up on the price,
all
but
right, so
then
wait,
it's not really comparable.
this $900 load, that's the route?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
No. And you know, and I know you're never getting out of there.
That's terrible. Yeah,
Yeah.
that back. Oh my gosh. I think
So
you're selling your business when you get there.
yeah, because I mean it's
Yeah.
70 cents. It's a Chevy
Jeez.
Express van. I guarantee you it's a big one. It's probably a 2500 and it's probably a high top. Who knows? So yeah, that's not enough money to go up there and then not be able to get out of that
I'd
area
love to
for
know what it's
sure.
like to talk to the shipper. We
Now
move
I
them all
know
day, kid.
well, and I mean Guardian, you can ask for more money. Sometimes they
Okay.
do, sometimes they don't.
What do you think the
Um,
shipper's paying? Do you want to play?
15.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
Right.
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. It's a
I
good
will
guess.
say this. I
Okay.
like the view route thing on here now because look, this is what I do with it. I'll pick the load that I'm interested in, and then I'll look for similar loads and then just pop it in here to see if it's along the route. You know what I'm
Ah.
saying?
Well,
So I
they don't
do
use.
like that.
Well, it's not crappy maps.
Right there. Well, I mean, it's still Google, but I mean, you're not
Well,
having to go
no.
do it yourself.
Crappy maps is MapQuest. Oh, dang
Oh,
it. There I said it.
yeah, we got rid of MapQuest fucking, oh, sorry, years ago. Sorry.
Oh, well.
Woo!
Oh,
I didn't
whew.
say
All
that.
right. Well,
Keep on
hey.
going.
Yeah. YouTube, Bud Light, Target, DEI.
Pay no
Okay, we're
attention to
good.
that.
Yeah, we're good.
Anyways, so moving on.
Oh my
Steve,
God.
potty mouth, potty mouth, potty mouth. Anyways, all right. So yeah, there's one to compare to. Now also the same thing when you're going to Florida, as everybody knows, the loads are really super crappy going down there. So you had to make up the difference coming back
Right.
out.
You're right.
And
Well, this
it's
is always
just,
the argument. Well, you're going to
yeah,
make money the other direction.
yeah, that's
Well,
their
if everybody
theory.
says that, guess what?
Yeah, nobody's making
You're
money.
not making anything. Yeah.
No. So, and I mean, typically, I haven't even seen 61 cents a mile going down to Florida. I've been seeing like 42, 45. It's been that kind of crap. And the best part is Athens, I think, is a co-part or an IA, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
So,
Douglas, curious. I have 2 spots heading to Rexburg, Idaho, from Camp Hill, PA. Route Scout, please. Let's do this thing.
so we want to look out of.
Yeah.
Rexburg,
All right, we have a Route Scout. We got one.
Well, I want to pull up first.
We're gonna do Rexburg, Idaho. Oh, to Rexburg, Idaho, from Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. 2 spots available. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, Carlos? How you doing, buddy?
I want to see where this is at.
Mike check.
Wow. Okay, so this is Rexburg. We're not next to Boise, so I have a feeling we're not next to.
Wow. Oh my God, there's nothing up there but the Tetons.
Yeah, let's
There's
see
nothing
how
up there.
far Salt Lake is too.
Yeah, Salt Lake, right. It looks like about 150.
Whoops. Rex. Sorry, I hit the wrong one.
I hear you.
Okay. Wow, 240.
Oh my God, it's even further than that.
So.
Oh jeez. And look
Okay,
how far it is
well,
to Bozeman and Butte.
yeah.
Rexburg.
We're next to Jackson, Wyoming. That's about it.
My God, you know how long it'll take for that final 100 miles?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
All right,
God.
so I'm gonna put in Rexburg.
And it's an annual West Coast trip. Interesting.
I
Okay.
do this. So we're going anywhere because he's going
So-
from there to Camp Hill.
So it sounds like going up to the mothership.
Oh, so he wants to.
Oh, in Salt Lake City? Going up to the mothership.
Oh, I got it. All right, so Doug, we can go anywhere out of Rexburg, is what you're saying.
Wear your shiny boots, blankets, and hats because we're headed to the mothership.
Well, there's 2 right here in
Yeah,
Idaho.
dude, Yellowstone
Falls.
is worth it.
This would pay for him to get to Boise if they're any good because it's a safe auto. Oh, look, they're 2 RVs.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Under
What?
30 feet.
What? And the whole thing pays $500?
Yeah, that's not going to
What?
happen.
Wait, okay, but it's a local move though.
Yeah, but locals should pay more.
Wow, I'm with you.
And
I'm
these
with
are
you.
RVs. They're wanting somebody to pull them. If they're under 30 foot, you're not putting them on a trailer.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. What are you doing?
It's
just-
I mean,
Is this a
physical.
power? What do you need? Wow.
yeah. And look, and I'll be honest with you. Safe is one of the companies that when you call them for a load, it's always, will you do it for $50 or $100 less
Oh
too? by the
no,
way.
they're one of those.
Oh yeah. And I always call them out on their crap.
Unbelievable. They didn't call it the Trail of Tears for nothing. Well, at least Vance knows how we roll around here. I mean, just I think this would be the basket of deplorables show.
Yeah, look.
That's who we are.
So
We're the basket of deplorables.
we have 21 loads out of that area in a 100-mile radius.
Ooh, DDD's looking at a Sun Country. Awesome.
Love it.
Love Sun Country.
Sun countries, yeah. So, wow. There's really not a lot.
This Route Scout ain't going so well.
No, it's not. And there's a big, huge Hino box truck going.
That would
down
make
the
sense,
subway.
Doug. Swift. Yeah, call Swift. We might get it there. Maybe.
Wow. Okay, there's not a lot on here.
Swift. It could make it.
It's gonna be a pain to get out of there, I gotta tell you. We're gonna change the 100-mile radius to more. Let's make it 150.
You could be driving off the map to make. And there's nothing. And there's nothing's jumping out either. Like, can you do? Did you do all?
I did all. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Get rid of all. Oh, there's still only 39 loads.
Yeah. Then I made it 150-mile radius.
Now wait, isn't he? I thought he was picking up in PA.
Yeah, he's going to Rex. I've got Rexburg up.
Okay.
But that's what we're looking for is out of Rexburg, isn't it?
No, we're looking forward to Rexburg. I thought.
No, I have 2 spots heading to Rexburg, Idaho from Camp Hill, PA. So we're looking for out of Rexburg. That's the way I'm understanding it.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going to Rexburg.
No, that's not what his
That's not
says.
what he said?
No, it says I have
Am I
2
rusty? Have
spots.
I been out of the loop this long?
I think so. It says Doug says, curious, I have 2 spots heading to Rexburg, Idaho from Camp Hill, PA. Route Scout, please. And I knew he was heading to Idaho because his fans had told me about the load.
All right. I still think that means he's headed there and he's got 2 open spots. No?
He's only a 3 car.
So without closing this, how about this? I got an idea.
So maybe he's saying he needs 2 more
Right,
to go
from
with it?
Camp Hill.
I got you. Okay.
So from Camp Hill.
All right,
okay.
I thought we were looking out of there.
But you know, hey, we just checked your back haul.
And it's not good.
It's not good. But he may not care. All right, cool. It's a Thursday. The regular crowd shuffles in. Name it. They sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, "Man, what are you doing here?" What song is that? These are dispatching games. And then, so what we're gonna do too is after this, we're just trying to buy time, and do normal stuff, and then we're gonna go into. It's gonna get a little rough. We're gonna head into some rocky water here on the. It's like a whitewater rapids ride every Thursday. It's gonna get pretty rocky. We have some things to talk about. There's been some interesting social media shares. We're gonna do that. And then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back into it again. There's a reason we call this show Transactional Rating Balls, is that apparently transactional ratings suck on details.
Okay. So this is down in Maryland. This is down in Maryland. I mean, these are not even paying good. They're 61 cents a mile, 29 cents a mile, 57 cents a mile. Eee.
Allegedly, says the community, by the way. Not my what do they say?
Let me look at this Dylan place here. What's the size you have, Doug? I mean, do I need something small or?
Well, I said 2 spots. What, 2 spots out of 3?
Yeah, but I don't know how big. I know he got this load and it was paying astronomical, but I don't know if it was a big one. I mean, this I think.
Hey, yeah. Whoa, what's the yeah? What is that? Let's see the route on that one.
This is it right here, Dylan. So let's
no. Put in. What's the AERTUS one?
No, I didn't put in this AERTUS one. It's paying even cheaper. I want to see where it's at compared to Rexburg, Idaho. 137 miles. So see, it's even further north. He'd have to go up and down. It wouldn't be worth doing that. Especially.
Yeah, no, that one, no.
It's probably not even any good.
Check the. Yeah, I want to see that one.
Well, Idaho Falls is going to be by where he's going, but he's got to go even further east to go pick this up.
I'd call the broker and say we'll do it. I'll pick it up for $1,000 right now, or.
Well, it's $1,350. You need way more than that.
Oh, it's $13.
I would ask for $15.
Why did I say think $900? Well, yeah, and ask for what, $1,600? $1,550?
I mean, it's AERTUS, so I don't think it's going to happen. But Vance, give her a shot. I mean, that's.
Exactly. Well, then you say, hey, we normally charge. Give them the song and dance. We normally charge $1,650. We'll do it for $1,550 because we have 1 spot.
I mean, give her a shot.
That ain't gonna work, though, is it?
I don't think though. I'm not even sure if they'll come up.
Because what
but, I mean,
on the
I don't try.
Yeah. How long's it been sitting there?
Do
they update?
6, 7.
Do
Yes.
you think brokers, right? They pull it off and put it back to make it look like
No,
just
they don't even have
posted
to
it?
do that. All you have
They-
to do, I'll
really?
show you what you do.
Oh my god, you don't even have to do that?
Nope, all you got to do is this here. So all I got to do is go to my loads. And what you
Want to know how to
do,
update the load posting date so it makes it look like you just posted it and that you're not,
yep,
gasping for air? Here we go.
you check all and
Check
you
all.
reset expiration date
Oh,
right there.
cool.
And
Oh.
there you have it.
Oh,
Now,
you can do all of them at the same time. Well, that's nice.
I
and
do them
handy.
all, yeah. Because
All
what
right.
happens is over the weekend they usually expire, so I come in on Mondays and have to reset everything. So
Oh,
that's why
shoot,
you'll see that.
Well, no
Yeah.
wonder that's such a helpful box.
Yeah, that part is. Used to be better when you could do the ratings the same way too, but you can't do that.
Oh.
Anyways.
Oh, sounds like a good segue, Sue. Let's go ahead and segue. Hopefully, Douglas, you can get some more money on that load.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just got a Verano.
He's got a Buick
booked,
Verano.
so,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's a little itty bitty tiny thing. So I mean, and I don't know if I would take that big van. I definitely wouldn't do it for 69 cents a mile.
No.
And you got to figure as many miles as
No.
you're
In
traveling.
Montana?
The wind
No.
resistance on that thing is
No.
going to be horrendous.
And look how far you've got to go into Montana. No.
Yeah, it was 131 miles north of where you're dropping at, so I don't know if I'd do that. But I would definitely ask AERTUS for 16 and see what they say.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that ain't going to move. First off, nobody goes there, so you have a little bit to stand on right there. As you can see, if there's nothing going, I mean, we have up all these loads, right? And I have Idaho, Wyoming, Montana from Camp Hill, PA. Now, granted, we could do a little bit, maybe a wider search out of PA because he could hit stuff as he's leaving out.
Could you say, like, I think the AERTUS load is the load. But I know that it's like, you got to find the right person to talk to and say the right thing. So
Right.
it's like, after you talk money, then can you keep him on the phone and say, listen, where is this going?
Well, the problem is you can't talk to him on the phone. You
Oh,
got to
you
chat.
can't? Oh,
No,
God.
Metro is chat line.
So by removing people, you've removed the ability to negotiate. Is that
Well,
right?
you can negotiate on there. You're talking
on
to
chat?
somebody. Yeah, you're chatting with an actual person
Yeah,
eventually
but
after you get through the bot. But yeah, you're
this
not
is how deals get
hearing-
made
right.
through
right.
human
You're not
communication.
hearing the people's voice. You're not hearing,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Well, good job.
by saying exactly what you're saying.
It's true.
Hey,
No.
nobody goes to Idaho. Hey, I can do this for you, but I need this amount of money. Yeah, you're not. It's not person to person anymore.
No, that's great. Okay.
And then what we should do too is.
And then
but
the problem is then there'll be somebody's going to be dying to move this thing. They're going to raise it to the number close that you were asking for, and you won't get it, and somebody else will.
Right.
Welcome to the
because
party.
it's going to sit and sit and sit, and they're not going to have a choice but to raise
It's going to
the
sit.
price.
It's totally going to sit.
Yeah.
Thing's not going anywhere.
So.
Yeah, it's irritating.
All right, Vance, give that one a shot, and then I would look along his path. He may have to pick up in drop, like maybe because his path shows he's going to go through Chicago, he's going to go through Des Moines, he's going to go through Nebraska.
Is the answer. We're not.
So if you had to split it up, you could split it up and then pick up another vehicle, hopefully going the rest of the way. That's what I would probably look for too, especially when Metro tells you no.
But hopefully somebody makes AI that brings back some sort of humanity back into negotiation. Because if the AI is smart enough, it'll say to the broker, hey man, this guy's right. This thing ain't moving. And even though you've gone in and you reset the times and you've called the customer 6 times and how nice they are, you need to come up on the rate. And there may end up being AI smart enough to let somebody know you might want to consider taking this deal.
Yeah, and I mean, I know this car is paying outrageous too, but keep in mind if we can't get you out of there, it doesn't help anything.
And that's why you'll get the outrageous load, 1 out of 1,000, right?
Right.
Because somebody somewhere knows, my God, we're never going to get this thing moved.
Right.
But getting 3 of those is tough. Okay, we're gonna go into we're gonna do this. We're gonna go into industry news. We've got to we've got to get this thing happening. Um, okay. It was brought to our attention. Hey, I'm trying to reach Sue. I came across ATI. I've been with Central since 2015. I've had success. But this new rating system, as you understand, has taken a sledgehammer to all of us, particularly swinging the pendulum heavily in favor of carrier misbehavior. Please reach out to me because something needs to be done. And he's not alone. I am reading an actual email. Here's another one. Oh, now wait a minute. This is an opinion. The feedback we used to give, I guess, is meaningless now because it makes it even more worthless because everyone can do whatever they want and it doesn't matter if it's true or not. That's an opinion. But here's another one. This was shared on LinkedIn. I'm not even fuzzing out any names, which I normally do, but this is where we're headed. We are headed to, I don't know what's going to happen. Shame on CD. You should be held accountable and hope that people join forces due to lost income. Let's keep going.
Well,
I'm not going to read all the names and stuff, but
yeah.
I mean,
I get calls too.
There is a growing angst about what the F, man.
Yeah. Yep.
There's another one. Hey, I'm looking for someone from Cox or Ready to reach out. I said, I hope you got a lot of time.
Yeah.
And he starts talking about they need to be held accountable. I'm tired of being screwed from illegal brokers allowed to access carriers with no fucks given. That's pretty strong language. I've never seen that level of language on LinkedIn about that. Here's another one. This came in the other day. Jay, I came across your video where you guys were talking about Central Dispatch rating system. I'm reaching out as I'm experiencing issues. I will share with you the issues if you have heard anything similar. I'm a buyer for a dealer. This isn't even a carrier. I buy all our inventory in Texas and I use Central Dispatch. I've been using it since 2019. Recently, within the last 4 months, things have been different. I never had issues with until then. I will dispatch a car, the driver calls and cancels after the delivery date. I can't go on there and leave a review any longer. Only way I can do it is if I mark it delivered.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep, absolutely. That's the only way they can do it.
I have also dispatched vehicles to carriers turning out to be brokers. They will then list my vehicles back on Central Dispatch or different load boards, and I won't get here in time or have to cancel because vehicles never got picked up.
Okay,
I've seen that.
That is not possible, by the way.
Is that right? Okay.
You cannot dispatch to a broker. I've had someone do that to me, and I go to dispatch, and it says you cannot dispatch to a broker.
Interesting.
Now a transporter relisting it, absolutely.
Well, that's got to be what he means. Because
that's what I think he means. Yeah.
I have seen that happen more than once. Every time I contact Central Dispatch to let them know, all they say is they're working on the rating system. All I can do for now is block them. Which is what? Block the carrier?
Send them feedback.
And they asked me to go on Central and send them feedback. Biggest problem I am currently having. I dispatched 13 units to a company on Central Dispatch. These units were supposed to have been delivered over the weekend. Over the weekend and today, zero communication with carrier. Won't respond to calls, texts, or emails. I went on Central Dispatch and they no longer exist. I called Central Dispatch to let them know and asked for help contacting them. They told me they can't help because the company no longer exists. They have no records and they're deactivated. They told me I do have to use outside resources to resolve this issue.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're stolen.
This is crazy. At this point, I'm considering these vehicles stolen based on the fact that the company doesn't exist on Central Dispatch. They picked up my vehicles from auction because I dispatched to them. They have not arrived. Usually it takes 3 days from Texas to California. It's been over a week. I'm just trying to raise awareness to other shippers. It's over $300 in inventory that company picked up for us, and we can't contact them, and CD will not help.
Wow.
I'm reading this.
Wow.
So if you want to get mad at us, I guess you can.
But this is other people.
I mean, these are actual users
Yeah.
of your product
Oh, yeah. And I get
complaining.
calls all the time too.
And we seem to be the only group you can actually complain to.
Yeah. Because they don't care if you
That's
complain to them.
crazy.
Well, see, and I had a broker call me was like what 2, 3 weeks ago, and he said the same thing. He goes, they don't want to help, they don't want to do anything. They're just a load board. But if you're going to do that, you can't let cars get stolen like that, right? They have to have some kind of responsibility to have a transporter on there that happens, right?
Well,
That's
this
just
is why
regular thing.
Zeb's calling out the FMCSA because, I mean, which is funny because as Brian will tell you, the FMCSA is a safety organization and they deal in safety. If it doesn't have to do with safety, it's not under their authority. So this is why, I mean, we have an environment. You can do whatever you want. Tell me you haven't had a group of lawyers look this over and say, yeah, guess what? You can do whatever you want. Vance has said the ratings issue also needs to take into account the brokers who post on Central Dispatch and then dispatch via email. There's no way to rate them. Is that true?
Let's see. Let me read what he said. The ratings.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true. That is that is like Metrogistics. That is anybody that dispatches on outside of it you cannot give them a rating at all.
See, and as Zeb is pointing out, because there's going to be somebody's going to say, "Oh yeah, that's just these angry little dispatch carrier guys." And Zeb is going to LinkedIn and knocking on the large iron door and saying, "Hey, guess what, business community? These guys aren't doing a fair. They're not giving a fair shake to the labor force." It's pretty weird. Super Dispatch carriers caught double brokering on Super Dispatch are subject to suspension of their account. Well, all right. Wow. Zero tolerance on this. That's pretty cool. Wow, no way. That's unheard of in auto transport. My gosh. Hey, did you get the memo? Let's see here. This is from Carvana. Due to our acquisition with Odessa, I didn't read. Did I read this already? Yeah, I already read this. Right?
Yeah, I think
All
today,
right.
another time, I think.
Yeah, 2% quick pay. Okay. Hey, you can now schedule vehicle pickups through the IAA Buyer app. Yay!
Yes, I sent you that.
Oh,
I
you
do
sent me
not have
this?
confirmation that you have to yet. Danny was there. He sent me that picture. He was over in El Paso. And I said, "Can you find out if we have to use it yet?" And he said, "Yes, but I don't think they answered him. So I don't know if it's active yet to where we have to schedule our appointments."
So, will this help, or will this just be another?
This is my problem with it.
Yeah.
What's sad is we usually avoid Copart because of appointments. And now we're going to be doing, and then I'll always say I'll take an IA over Copart because of the appointment. And now we're going to have to deal with that. So no, I don't think it's going to help.
That's the problem. The pessimist in me is positive this isn't going to get better.
No.
I mean, maybe somewhere down the line. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sorry, but I really do want to know more, and I'm not gonna. Nobody's gonna. Just give me. Yeah.
He's calling me here.
No, but yeah. Okay. Hey, did you get the memo? Updated carrier GPS requirement. You sent this to me. Due to stricter OEM
Yes.
requirements, certain loads will now require enhanced GPS data to be shared through ELD services. At AERTUS, we take your privacy seriously. GPS data will only be used to track active loads. If you do not have any active loads, we will not request or store GPS data. So, now, okay. So this means if you're moving an OEM load, we're going to require enhanced GPS data. That's fine.
Right. But now they want our ELD information, which
That's
I
what-
don't think is right.
See, and that's kind of what I was reading. GPS is fine, but the ELD, what? Why the ELD? And how easy or hard is that?
I
Like,
I
how do you call your ELD provider and say, hey, is that a setting? How does
yeah.
that work?
Well, and I'm just
And by the
like,
way, is it worth it? What's that load
yeah,
paying anyways?
yeah, exactly. Who
Right?
wants
Because
to do that?
I got a real bad feeling about how low that pay is. But Jay, you're just one of those basket of deplorables. Okay. Do you have anything Do you have anything to add before I?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. I just think it's a little bit much. It's already bad enough that you're making us use your app,
Oh
but then
boy.
you want our personal information via the ELD when the Venlocity app already tracks you. You know
Well,
what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I don't get it either, and I
I
think
don't
it's
get
a
it.
little much. I mean, you're already up our butts as it is, and now you want to be even further up in there. You know what I mean?
Oh God, that's it.
Yeah.
She got it. She really did get it. Okay, good. That was awesome. This is really interesting. Did you get the memo? This guy. Somebody said, "Hey, do you think that's like inside information, something?" This guy says, "I'm reading. Amazon EDV contract is in for renewal. Looking for suggestions on rate for local moves. Rivian EDV going 10 to 35 miles from destination. What would you charge?" And then once you help them, I guess they're going to go bid on the contract. I don't know. The whole thing's kind of weird. So it might say, "Hey, we're going to bid on a contract. What would you charge?" Not that you're going to get anything from it, but what would you? I don't know. I'm just going to keep going. This is great, by the way. I love that this is in the same show as Transactional Rating Balls, because is this real? A Central Dispatch bot?
Um.
It's from Central Bot for Dispatchers at gmail.com. Do you see that? Central
Yeah.
Bot
They
for
sent it to me. I
Dispatchers.
sent it to you.
Is
Yeah.
that real?
Yeah,
Atta-
that's the new thing that they just came out with the other day.
okay, so Central came out with this.
Yes.
For real?
And yeah, this is a thing where I think you're gonna pay for it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You
All
know,
right,
it's
so I'm
not
going to.
free, I'm fairly certain.
Oh, God, that'd be crazy. All right, I mean, allegedly. Attention dispatchers in the trucking industry. Tired of spending a lot of time searching for new shipments? Want to be always aware of new shipments? Then our Telegram bot is just for you. Wait, tired of spending a lot of time searching for new shipments? What, on our load board? Want to always be aware of new shipments? What, on our load board? Then our Telegram bot is made for you. So wait, you mean, am I reading this right? Our load board isn't easy enough to use, so we've got something else you can buy? Am I wrong? All right, let's keep going. Meet our efficient bot that keeps you updated on the latest shipments you need. Our bot, 24/7, notifies you of loads. Wait, did they already have a paid load notification? Is this in
Yes.
addition to
I
paid
don't
load?
know. Unless this is like
Whatever.
their new thing over their old
But
one.
I
I'm
mean,
not.
nobody's going to clarify and tell us what's good. We're just going to speculate. That's fine. I don't care anymore. What sets our bot apart is its ability to automatically filter shipments based on your. Okay, so it's literally a bot dispatcher, right? Because isn't that what dispatchers do? Is use their eyeballs and their clickety clicks to do these things? So this is
Yes.
one of the things. Okay, ensuring that you only receive alerts for shipments that meet your needs. Which, of course, we wouldn't just put that in the product you're already paying for. This feature saves you time and effort by eliminating the need to manually sift through irrelevant shipments. Our bot also allows you to quickly connect with customers, send offers, receive feedback. That's funny. Streamlining the contracting process and reducing any delays. By the way, did you know that, newsflash, did you know that people are working on technology so you don't need to hire a bot on a product you're already paying for? Go ahead and get ahead in the shipping industry with our lightning fast bot. Get the bot.
Get the bot.
Get the bot. Oh my God, that's crazy. This is real?
This is real.
I mean, what an awesome campaign. I'm just gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. Hey, or so you can either get the crazy bot and go crazy and get crazy and spend more money, sure, or you can do something smart and win the lucky load. Use Super Load Board. Super Load Board has things to say about what they do and don't allow on Super Load Board, so you don't have to lose your mind and lose your whole day. Plus, you might even win the lucky load just by booking a load. I'll tell you what, do me a favor, stick around, because right after this, we've got more transactional rating balls. Stick around.
Hey, Beck.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
Good. What are you up to?
You know that lucky load that we launched?
Yeah.
Where somebody gets a lucky load every month on the super load board? So we have a winner. We ran a promo on the super load board called Lucky Load. It was Stan's idea.
That was my idea. I'm Stan.
Empire Auto won a $600 prize, hauling from MJ Automotive, but we don't know how to get a hold of him, so could you look him up for us? 2104. Should we tell MJ Automotive too?
We can. MJ Automotive. They were the shipper.
Yeah, in your idea, in your original vision,
Yeah.
does the shipper also find out?
In the original vision, it was designed to reward carriers for leveraging the load board.
Okay, we found it. Here we go.
Hey Jerry, this is you have a whole team here from Super Dispatch. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
We're doing great. Are you familiar with the new promotion that we launched called the Lucky Load?
I am.
Congratulations, you guys are the very first winners of the Lucky Load.
Very nice.
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
You're a great dispatcher.
The next evolution of moving cars faster, smarter, and easier is here. SuperPay by Super Dispatch. Today, shippers waste hours managing fragmented payment systems. And carriers are left wondering, never knowing when they'll finally get the payment they're owed. SuperPay saves everyone time and hassle by securely automating payment upon proof of delivery. No more tracking down payments or onboarding carriers to disconnected payment systems. With integrated payments with SuperPay, Super Dispatch is now the only end-to-end, all-in-one auto transport platform. Automate payments where you automate transport.
Are you completely stressed out from all the calls and the contracts and the verifications of loads where nobody ever answers the phone? Call Murphy Auto Dispatch Services today. Murphy Auto Dispatch Services has over 15 years in the transport industry. We are your office while you are on the road. We book, we verify, and we bill out your loads for you. We have an excellent accounting staff and an even better dispatch team. Give us a call today at 417-273-0021, or if you want to email me, it's murphyautotransport31@yahoo.com. Give us a call today.
Welcome back to Dispatching Live. Links are in the live chat. All right, we're going to jump right back into Transactional Rating Balls. That's the show. It's Thursday. And, you know, it's because this is auto transport. Dude, you can do whatever you want. And as soon as you realize that, that's how you get the upper hand. Oh, you want me to prove it? All right. Zeb, here's another goodie and an oldie from Zeb Frank. Another broker almost scammed a carrier who they got a load originally from that broker. And so let's find out more about it. Okay, so this has been said. Stay away from, you can read it, because I can't prove it, but apparently the proof is in the transaction. Stay away from this broker and chime in the live chat. I don't know. Is this true? Does anybody else have an experience?
Never heard of them.
If you're a broker, don't use blank transportation. I just caught both double brokering a load. I knew it was too good to be true, but I figured I'd see what the deal was. So I guess they have a transportation company and a logistics company working together in the scam. So
Wow.
that's pretty right, and that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Dispatch to the carrier, the carrier gives it to the broker, and then they double broker it.
Mm-hmm.
That totally makes sense. And there's no reason you couldn't get away with that, right? Over and over and over.
Yeah, because they're not doing anything about transporters listing cars.
Yeah, man. What? What do you mean I'm stealing?
Same.
It's the same thing. It's just like it seems like shoplifting these days no longer has a penalty. I don't know. I don't get it. Right? People are just breaking into stores. Did you see? I should have saved it. A guy broke into an iPhone display and just took the whole display.
No shit.
Nothing to see here.
Are they even real phones when they do that? Anyways,
I don't know. But everybody's. And there was another story. Lululemon, a store employee tried to stop a thief, and they got fired.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Because it's not woke enough. I don't know. I don't know. I can't understand it. It's crazy. So yeah, this is why. I mean, think of how many of these there are. When they talked to Blank, they said they dispatched the load to transportation.
Wow.
Crazy. Hey, I'm looking for somebody with Blank to see this post. One of their loads is being double brokered by these scumbags. Oh, look, it's the same
Oh my God.
S-bags.
It is. Wow.
Nothing to see here.
And then I'm sure, like, if they're taking it more money, so they're
Amazing.
gonna screw somebody.
Amazing.
That is insane.
It is totally
say.
insane. Oh, there's the dispatch
look
sheet.
this
What else we
up.
got here? Oh, and then he tagged it. This is on LinkedIn. It'd be like walking into Buckingham Palace and going, "That's a bunch of BS going on out there." And the Queen's like, "Whoa, people on LinkedIn are not used to this kind of talk.
Can we go back? I want to see the name of that company really quick, because this is 5+ Star Logistics. They're a broker.
Right, connected to the transportation company, which is also mentioned here.
Okay, so they're doing this. The transporter's taking the load, then they're relisting it. But how are they getting away with this?
Because this is auto transport. You can do whatever you want.
Well, let's look at their ratings.
Who cares?
Look at this.
Are you sharing it?
I need to.
Yeah, you share it. Oh, wait. Stop shit. Now you can take it. Okay. Hey. I mean, it's not
No
like
payment. No answer.
Oh, wow. Here we go. No
After
payment, no
delivery,
answer.
They don't answer nor pay. Scam company. Don't work with these Georgians. It is not true. They are Russian double brokers and double brokered our freight, then kept hostage and asked for payment before delivery. Huh. And then this says, no pay. We are not paying double brokers. Okay, but they're the ones that are doing this. So Central's not doing anything about it, basically.
And listen, and we were talking about this. We had kind of a scammer. If you're knee deep in Scamville, you don't care. Come on, you don't. And when these replies are just word salad. Let's go ahead and read this word salad. It is not true. They are Russian double brokers and double brokered our freight, then kept hostage and asked for payment before delivery. Now go to the next one. Scroll down for me. We are not paying double brokers. Okay. So we're not paying double brokers. But, okay, so at least... it's the same... Well, what's going on there? Why would global... I don't know. I said I don't care, and I'm sticking by it. How is it the same company? What's Global Trans Group? Right? Wouldn't it be better if that wasn't the exact same company with a negative review?
Well, they've given them 2 negatives, so they must have done more than one load. But they are
right.
carriers. Global Trans Group is a carrier.
But how does this company not have more negative? Is that part of the problem? Oh my God. Look at how many people found it helpful. Holy crap. 39 people found it helpful?
Helpful. Here, I'm just going to do this.
Wow.
There we go.
So, I mean, if that many people found it helpful, do you think there's maybe a problem?
Yeah, they should stay far, far away.
I mean, 39 people found this helpful. That is hilarious. I think that's all I needed to know.
These are companies that have given them positives.
It would be like you're on Yelp and somebody said these noodles have mold and 100 people found it helpful.
When I went to go look at Global Trans, their ratings, and they have like 13, 14 ratings. They've got a couple 3 stars, but in general...
Dude, and look, I mean, if you didn't read anything, 4.4 sounds pretty good.
Yeah, you would think that, yeah.
Yeah.
Although, when I look at a broker, and if it's less than 5, I want to know why. It's the first thing I look at. It's usually because they haven't paid people. It never fails.
But aren't these ratings a little less informative than they used to be?
Well, here's the thing with it.
From what I'm reading, I feel like I'm learning less than I used to.
Well,
which is strange because I thought the whole point was to learn more. Yes
and no. I think, like, for example, here's my problem. As a broker, when I go to look a company up, and you know they've hauled for you, right? And if you've rated them prior to when they switched this over, you can look at their positive. But anything after that, how do you find them, right? Remember, I sent Central an email saying, how do we locate the companies?
Yeah.
And they said there's a search engine. Yeah, let me show you.
Yeah, so Sue's going to demonstrate. What are you demonstrating?
I'm demonstrating how that you cannot find a transporter unless you scroll through all the ratings on the new transactional rating system to see if you've rated them. And why, what, where, okay? So, for example, I'm just going to look up YMP, but we're going to see. And this is one of my companies, so YMP, this is all their ratings, okay? This was their original ratings. This is their new ratings. And then if you go to view company info, you can see if they've hauled for you before, which there he has a positive from me. Now, if we were, say I didn't know him or something like that, and I wasn't sure if he'd hauled for me, that kind of thing, we have to go in to my ratings. Now, do you see anywhere that says how I look up YMP?
No.
Nothing. There's, I mean, search, but that's to go back to the original search. I was told there's a search engine in here. Tell me where. Because there's not. So now, because I'm not sure what he did, what he didn't do, let's say, I need to go through here and see if YMP has hauled for me lately. And I have to go through every single frickin' rating that there is.
Why? Yeah, you can't just search your own ratings?
No.
And you were told you could?
Yeah, I was told I could. That was the email I sent to you like a month ago. Okay, so here's where we rated him. Back on May 18th again. But I had to scroll down there.
You had to manually scroll. Why?
Yeah, and look how many pages I have. There's no place in here to look up him other than my original place. And that's my rating I gave to him was from, years ago when he first started with us, right? This isn't a current rating. So, like, for example, this company asked me today for a load, and I'm like, man, I know this name. So I go to look it up, and they must not have done a load before the new ratings, right? So I am sitting here seriously scrolling through. How many ratings do I have that I've given out? Let's see. I've got so many pending. I've got all ratings. Let's see. Does it even break it down? 115, okay?
Sue, how long until they update
update.
How long until they update the functionality to include the search through your own companies that you've rated?
Yeah, I've never heard anybody's going to say they're
60
updating.
days? Yeah, but now that we've said it live, how many? 60
Oh.
days? I know I'm not playing fair, but come on. Let's stop
Right.
pretending.
Right.
We know you're watching this show. Just
Right.
stop.
Right. And this is ridiculous. How, as a broker, are we supposed to be efficient at our job and get the loads to them as fast as we can if we can't look right on there and see if we've given them a rating?
That really is dumb.
Yeah. It makes
And I
no
mean,
sense
one
to
can
me.
argue you go back up to company search, but then you're outside of
Right,
the companies
you're-
you've worked for, right?
Right. You're back
in
into
yeah.
the normal search
So,
engine.
I mean, go ahead and
for a
argue
load.
it. Yeah,
Right.
that's fine.
Because I mean, you can't. That's just it. If they've hauled for you before, or they've just hauled for you recently
So
since this
is this an
transaction.
oversight? Maybe we
I
can
think so.
We'll just categorize this as oh, whoops, oversight. We'll
Yeah,
just do
because
that.
that's what I sent them an email
Gotta be.
a few months ago, and I said all this stuff, and they said, no, there's a company search. Well, yeah, the original one, but that doesn't help you find any ratings for anybody, as everybody knows. If they've just, like, for example, I was trying to find out if a company had paid me a broker fee and if it was paid on time. And they had done the load back in March after this transactional rating thing. I could not find them without scrolling through everything to figure it out. Tell me that's not crazy. That doesn't even make any sense. And then, or I'll go to our book to see when they paid it. But see, in our book where we mark, when they paid it and that stuff, we don't put in there, hey, they were late. Hey, they didn't communicate. Hey, this kind of stuff. And that's the stuff we need. And you can't do it. So without going through all the transactionals to figure it out, it's just crazy. There's no rhyme or reason to this. And to me, that's why I said, how is this making things easier or better for us? That's what they said they were doing, and it's not. And then I'm going to complain big time. What I said all along was going to happen, which is when you give somebody a negative or your ratings, they go back and give you retaliatory, whether it's true or not. And that's my biggest pet peeve too, is, before they didn't allow retaliatory. They did not allow it. You had to prove if there was something, because it's always like you give them a negative for non-payment, say for a broker fee or whatever. They'll go in and give you a negative for non-payment, even though it was a COD. Okay. Makes no sense, right? So then they would go in and remove that rating because they knew it was retaliatory. There is none of that anymore. People can write and put whatever they want. I had a big company that hauls for me all the time. We gave them a rating that said they were low on communication. It was only 4, and I could have given it way worse because they didn't tell us they were broke down, failed to do this. And here's the thing, I didn't do it because they haul for me all the time, so I gave them a break. What happens? Somebody in their accounting department went in and gave me a negative just because I gave them 1. And guess what happened? Then they call me and want a load. And what did I tell them? I'm sorry, you're no longer allowed to haul for me any longer because you gave me retaliatory negative, which was uncalled for. And of course, it's not the dispatcher's fault that someone dumbassed in the office that did this. And that's what he's saying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, maybe next time. But, people need to realize they shouldn't be doing this because it's going to make brokers not use you.
And here we are. It's like there isn't other. Well, and by the way, thank you, live chat. And I know this show doesn't get recommended because it's not a super happy event. But I tell you what, you pay attention to what's happening on LinkedIn in the Queen's Castle with business people that are not used to hearing this kind of talk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at this stuff, man. Zeb is calling out brokers, dealers, users, carriers, shippers. Pay attention. This is going to get nuts. And you guys, if you don't want to listen, that's fine. If you want to just paint us as deplorables, go for it. But when you see LinkedIn ramping up to this degree, here, it says right here, they don't care. I've called them.
Yeah.
I mean, you wonder how a company like Anheuser-Busch or Target begins to lose billions.
Yes.
And you'll wonder, how did that happen? Because nobody paid attention to those early warning signs.
Yeah.
Go for it, guys.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And you know, they supposedly sit there and say they care and they want to hear from us, but yet here we are.
Right. And here we are. And we just got this little old dispatch channel, you know, just yapping away. Dude, if you see other broadcasts begin to do this too, you know there's something going on.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess we'll see. Let's play chicken. Here's the cheapest Rolls Royce
ever. ever.
What is this? Did you send this? Do you know?
No, Vance did. But yeah, I agree. First off, you never send a 2023 Rolls Royce open anyways.
2023 Rolls
because
Royce.
I guarantee you, if you can afford to buy a Rolls Royce, it needs to go enclosed, okay? Secondly, it needs the proper insurance, right? Thirdly, who sends it for 61 cents a mile?
Virginia
OMG.
to Texas. Wow.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be the company that posted this, but it's up there. Again, I don't read company names anymore. Shoot, I'm wrapped around a woke waiver. But I'm telling you, man, and again, is this just a random did somebody just randomly get this one wrong one day? Is this an accident?
I don't think so. It was on the load board.
That's freaking terrible.
Yeah.
Here's the comment. $400,000 car.
Yeah.
What's the shipper paying?
Probably
right?
$2,000.
Let's play that game. Do you think that this is a case of we're going to make, I don't know. What is happening here? Well, let's just stay here one more time. And Vance is in the live chat. 417,000 MSRP. Yeah, what is going on here? Speculation Live.
Speculation would be this. Either their salesperson who set this up screwed it up by not giving them a quote for enclosed, or they told them it was okay to send something like that, so it's still a screw up. And thirdly, there's no way in hell that anybody's going to do that for that price. I mean, this is like almost cross country if you want to look at it that way.
But wait a minute.
Richmond.
Well, aren't they going to get some, and we were talking about this came up last week, some uninsured crappy hotshot is going to book this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then they're going to damage it.
And they're going to damage the crap out of it.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Oh
Absolutely.
my God. So was it worth it? Where'd you get that idea?
Yeah.
I mean,
trust me,
is this
that
worth
ain't gonna
it?
Be fun. No,
God, no.
Shit.
Not to the shipper, not to the broker.
No.
The only winner is the driver that didn't know anything anyways.
Unless he damages it, then he's not going to be very happy.
Well, he's not going to care.
No.
He's living at gunpoint. Jeez. This is pretty funny. Think like a farmer. Don't shout at the crops. Don't blame the crop. Don't uproot the crops. I just thought I'd share. I don't share this kind of stuff very often, but I don't know how how does think like a farmer apply here? I don't know. Let's go into, and this was a good one. Gary said, part of the reason brokers require carriers to use their apps is to save time begging the carriers for the BOL. And you know that's true. If carriers, on average, would just get the BOL to the broker through any app, but Sue, you chime in. Do you think that it's the hotshot driver by gunpoint that doesn't give the BOL to anybody? What do you think's happening here? Vance is headed to Target for a case of Bud Light. And he's taking a Rolls Royce.
Well, I that might be part of the problem. I think they want you to use the app so they can track the driver. That's what I think it's for, so they can tell their customer where they're at.
Yeah.
That's their main reasoning. I mean.
By the way, what do you think that conversation's like? Oh yeah, no, he's in Atlanta. Yeah, no, that means he'll definitely be there tomorrow. That was a great idea.
Well, and You think they're really doing that? That's the
I
question.
don't know.
Too.
I don't know. We're not going to find out. Hey, we're not going to know.
That's true.
Dude, we're not going to know. We're just going to guess. As soon as we put up that picture of that wrestling ring, no, I'm not talking to those deplorables. Get out of here. Here we go. And Candy said, this is actually a good question. Is there a way to rotate photos inside the app?
You know what? I don't know.
That's a really good question. I don't know either. And so this is positive feedback. Actually, a moment of positivity on it. ATI. Does anyone know, is there an option to rotate photos? That's a really, really good question. I don't know. Because I could see how, right? It's weird how, as human beings, suddenly, you can't help. I mean, I know you can turn your device, but I can't grab my desktop monitor and turn it. I don't know. So let's keep asking that. Hey, I want to go into this. We're almost at the end of this show. Top 10 reasons why carriers can't keep appointments. You want to do this?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Put it in the live chat. Let me know what you think. We want to hear from you on this. Top 10 reasons why carriers can't keep appointments. Number 1, stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Number 2, picking up or delivering a car.
Yep.
Number 3, calling about a load.
That's true.
Number 4, arguing with a broker about payment. Number 5, hunting for an auction car. Number 6, broke down again. There it is. Truck broke down. Broke down again, by the way. Broke down again. Number 7, on the phone with family. Number 8, eating, going to the bathroom, or other PC. Personal conveyance. Number 9 is sick of all this effing technology bullcrap. And number 10, about to lose their shit. You don't want to know. Oh, she got work done. Last week was Carrier Hour. If you missed it, there was some good stuff in there. Really was. And we'll do that again sometime. This is the podcast show. Call Ty. Oh, yeah, we need to share Ty's number. 417-483-2764. Or you can email me your news, autotransportintel@gmail.com, and get in on the action. Let us know, what do we need to talk about, right? What is your gripe or praise? Maybe something really went right. Hey, here's one. Get the lucky load. Do you know how to win the lucky load? I'm going to share a... by the way, there was a Super Pay webinar Tuesday. That was awesome. So, and here is, in the live chat, win the lucky load. Click on that. Get signed up. Tuesday night, Organic NIADA Convention Group. Check this out. So we're doing a grassroots thing. You know, we go on and on about trade shows. And we're like, you know, you need to go. This one you should go to. This is what you want to do. We're going to have a group on Tuesday night of folks that they're not getting paid. We're not getting paid. We're just doing a show Tuesday night of folks that are going to NIADA later this month and why and what they're expecting and what they're working on and what they're hoping to accomplish.
So it's not ready until 6.
In fact, I didn't create the link yet. So stay tuned. It's kind of brand new, hot off the presses. So get in on Organic NIADA Convention Group Tuesday night. It's the Car Ship and Business channel. Number 11, stopping at a garage sale along the route. Good one. Yeah, add your own. Sure. That's a great idea. If you missed the show live, go ahead and put it in the comments below. send an email, call Ty. We're at the 1.25. Look at that, Sue. We have a new time, 75 minutes. We're literally right there. It is 75 minutes. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in the live chat, commenting, and sharing. And Sue, I want to thank you for your soapbox and your transactional rating balls.
No problem. And don't forget, I have a surprise next Thursday.
Oh, that's right. Sue surprise next Thursday. That's so great. I don't even know what it is.
Nope, I'm not telling you either.
Wow, I'm
That way
so
you're
glad.
surprised too.
Oh, I love Christmas morning. That's awesome. Cool. So cool. All right. Well, listen, everybody, keep us posted. Let us know how we can help. Thanks for tuning in, saying hello. If you were here and you didn't enjoy something, let us know why. Send it in, autotransportintel@gmail.com. We really are trying to help. You'll notice that, we did a lot of third rail topics without mentioning company names. That's what we're going to try to stick to. So we really do appreciate you. And join us again on the next one soon. What do we say, office?
What do we say, everybody? Goodbye, Sue.
Goodbye, Sue. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Sue. Bye.